Hi, this is Sarah Stanton. I just got back from Lebanon, and this video is going to be like 10 minutes. This is like a bunch of different stuff. So to all those people that let me comment, like, that girl has incessant rambling. Well, that's because this girl has too much to say. When I was in Lebanon, I saw this exhibit. There was this big sign on the door. It was like this. That was a video with that on the outside of it. And there was nobody in there. Remember, I was walking around and let down on the bed. This is what I missed. I was supposed to see a village of age-struck children living in Africa, the continent of Africa, and I didn't see anything like that. I just saw the front part, and I was looking for people, and there was nobody there, so I figured I'd bring this stuff home and look it up online, and this is it. It says directions, free tickets. Well, I already got some tickets, and volunteer now. See where this goes. Volunteer form. Goes, hey, I'll volunteer. Is it moving? Volunteer now. Well, we'll come back to that. I just sent. This is so cool, guys. While I was in jail, nothing happened to my offer. I wrote it August 3rd, my mom's birthday. He's in England right now. They went to England July 31st, and they're going to be there till my grand's birthday is September 2nd, same for that, and then the same for their wedding anniversary, which happens to be 9/11. Check that out. My mom and dad's wedding anniversary. I rang them up and said, happy anniversary. Did you hear what happened on your anniversary? Just sent an email up. That is an offer I got together. Where is it? Here it is. Backed it up. So I will be making commission on 143K. Closing date is set for September the 15th. The owner of this house, I asked him, is it still going? Yeah. I asked him to please come over when the police came to talk to me, because I was going to ask him if he wanted to talk to them about what's going on with Beezer and how he bought 3 model homes and how Beezer pulled out and he spent $1.5 million. Well, they're working on workouts, even though this house and the other house are going to foreclosure. They probably won't, because they're working out workouts with the bank, which is awesome, and I'm really happy. And so they can fix what happened here. They had a flood. Well, I had a flood because they don't put those little holes, you know, the little holes that they used to put in sinks. Well, you watch. Look at your sinks. They don't have little holes in them. And I noticed this like a decade ago. They stopped doing it because I'm a realtor. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, that is so stupid, because there's no overflow drain. And in my apartment, I often left the sink running to get hot, and I flooded the floor a few times. Well, here, the phone rang, and I was running the water to get hot because the water heater is so far away from the sink. And unfortunately, my phone rang, and I answered it, and I came out here. The bedroom's over there, through the patio, and I came out here where I'm sitting here, and I had the music loud, and I'm doing an email with the guy. I'm talking on the phone, you know, with a client. I'm on the MLS, and I probably checked my YouTube, probably went back to my email. I was on the phone with him for at least half an hour. You know how it is when you get on the computer and you get sidetracked? Anyway, I walked back to the bedroom. So bad, so bad. I walk back here to the bedroom, and the water starts to be right here, and it's hot. And it's water all the way through here. Water all the way through to the bathroom. And anyway, that happened. And no one, unless you watch all the videos, you're not going to get why I'm like I am right now. I've lived in this house. The owner wanted me to move in. It wasn't renting. He said, hey, you and your boyfriend move in, pay, you know, $1,000 a month. It was $500 each. Well, the boyfriend moved out. And it's not, you know, my fault or his fault or anyone's fault that the boyfriend moved out. But the boyfriend moved out. So the boyfriend moved out, and I just lost it. I lost it. My dog, I've got a video with my dog on the patio out here. Video of my dog on the patio out here. And 2 days after the boyfriend moved out, my DP&L gets shut off because, you know, he switched it over for Monday. Well, how am I going to put it in my name Monday if he's disconnected it for Monday? So that happens, and I don't have my sunglasses on. I can't see it. Maybe just put my hair down. I got this thing on, driving. Make my hair hide the light. Anyway, the boyfriend moved out. The dog got run over. He moves May 2nd. Dog gets run over May 4th. So I'm freaking out about that. And I think I did some videos and stuff, and I started getting death threats from this guy proclaiming to be a member of the KKK. Turns out he's in jail, but the people wouldn't do anything. The Kentucky police wouldn't even call Ohio police back. I live in Southwest Ohio, and my kids told me that the warlord or wizard or somebody, whoever the main guy is for that horrible hate group that shouldn't be allowed. This is a free country. I understand that. I understand freedom of speech. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I don't understand freedom of hate. Wait a minute. 5:20. Okay. So I'm just writing a book right now. It's almost done. And you don't even know. Oh, my God. I was all the way to the police station. I was like, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is just too cool. I am put in jail by a builder who doesn't want me to tell the whole world that this subdivision here is planned. And now everyone's worried because I got death threats. Well, wouldn't you be worried if you had, like, KKK country right behind you? Right behind me. Well, I am moving, but I have to have money to move. And I just showed you the deal that I got together, closing September 15th. Well, when I got out of jail yesterday, I think the owner was, how many minutes? 6:02. I think the owner was checking when I was being released because he called like 2:25. I just got out of jail like 1, and I was driving home. We dropped Bill's dogs off because I didn't want Abby to come over here and think she was coming back. I didn't want to mess up the psychological, brain of my dog. So I said, go ahead and drop your dogs off so that she doesn't think she's coming home. So he's like, okay. So we did that. And on the way from his house over to my house, the owner calls. And he's like, are you home yet? I'm like, I'm almost home. Why? He said, well, I need to talk to you. I said, okay. I said, I'll talk to you. And he's like, well, I'll give you a couple of hours. I'll call you back in 2 hours. 6:44. So I am, waiting for him to call. I didn't jump in the shower right away. I waited for him to call. I didn't want to miss his call. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to know, what was going on. I had him be here before I talked to the police, thinking he might want to talk about his side. And he did, by the way. And then he actually asked the police if he could take all my stuff and change the locks while I was in jail. The owner asked him that. Can you believe that? He asked him that. I found out. Yeah. Anyway, 7:14. He calls up and he goes, I want you to move. I want you to move right now. How can I move right now? And you said I could stay here till the house went to foreclosure. That's what you told me. And he's like, well, you can't. You're living there for free. I'm like, right, because you're not paying your mortgage. You said I could stay here till it goes to foreclosure. And he said he was working it out. I said, okay, well, that's cool. I'm having a closing on the 15th, like 32 days. I can't wait that long. You need to move out now. 7:39. And I'm like, I can't move out with no money. So I just rent a truck and go somewhere. Well, I tell you, my parents were in England. They didn't want me living with them anyway. My dad and I don't get along. I moved out the house as a senior in high school. I just turned 18, and I had to get out. I had to get out and survive. Anyway, so can't go there. He won't let me go there. Trust me, I've been, asked him a few times this year doing all this stuff, and he still won't let me go move there. The boyfriend has a 1-bedroom. I still need a place to store stuff, but I can't really move in with the boyfriend because he's worried about people knowing my Jeep, where he lives, and he doesn't even want me going over his house, apartment. He doesn't even want me going over there because my Jeep is kind of noticeable and he doesn't want to be part of this. Notice I was not on any videos. Anyway, so 8:29. So all this is going on. And the owner right now is sitting over in that house I just drove by on my way back from Lebanon, asking the police if I could put the video up when I got out of jail. I actually called the sheriff this morning and talked to the major. I didn't know they had majors and sheriffs. I thought it was like deputy sheriff. But they have majors, like the military. I didn't know that. I asked him. I wasn't being rude or anything. I just didn't understand the major thing because I'd never heard of major. But anyway, I met him. He was really nice, and he watched both videos leaving the jail yesterday with the dogs and me walking outside. And he said, I don't see anything wrong with that. So I got the sheriff behind me. I work with the sheriff in Montgomery County. We do stop the violence rallies. I am for the people because housing and crime go hand in hand. Anyway, so the owner's over here, right? And this is his other model home. And 9:21. This is the home over here that it's worldwide news now. I put peace signs in the garage. I offered to cover them up. Today, when I was stopping at the gas station on the way back from Lebanon, I ran into a man that has a concrete company. And I asked him, how much it would cost to fill in the holes, because I offered to do it myself. I have some concrete in the garage, but I guess I don't trust the realtor doing concrete. So, this guy could do it. 9:48. So, I'm offering to help. They didn't want me to do that last week. Instead, they took me to jail this week. You hear it? All right. Peace out. Gotta go.